If someone had told you you'd have to take the first semester online, what would you have said?
That is an impossible task.
I would have said it couldn't be done.
Online? Let me think about that.
Week to week, everything was changing. So I think everybody involved had to adjust very quickly.
With drawing, it's so much about responding to the world around you. The world changed very suddenly and we changed with it.
Collaborative design is all about meeting and working with people with where they're at, and doing it online has meant that we all really need to adopt that flexible attitude.
This is my first year and everything is just new to me, so I thought it wasn't an ideal situation. I thought I was just worried about the whole studying online thing.
Having to go, can I do this or can I not do this? And I went, yeah, actually, I think I can.
The biggest challenge has been providing students with an opportunity where they feel like they're making collectively together and working with their peers side by side when we're at a distance.
Before I started the course, I had an idea that studying online was something that I'm not structured and disciplined enough to do.
It may hard for us to receive knowledge and communicate with tutor without eye contact.
I was worried about how we see those things that happen behind the scenes, because that's what the Foundation Studio is interested in. It's not so much the outcome, it's how did you get there?
We focus on plaster and wood and using a lot of tools. Knowing that the students wouldn't be able to access these hand tools safely in their homes, I actually rewrote the entire curriculum for the first year unit. Students have responded with still being able to make really quality moulds. We've had people working with pegs and coat hangers. We've had masking tape, zip ties.
The community's really banded together to produce content which is rich and varied. We have a range of overview lectures each week. Let's talk about videos which are more conversational. We have a YouTube channel which has playlists and artists and maker videos. And then we have more technical instructional video content.
We had to find a platform that would allow us to put drawings side by side. We quickly transitioned to a platform called Mural. One of the benefits is it's much bigger than a physical normal studio, so you can fit a lot more on and you can have a lot more in the way of discussions about what's occurring.
We really started to miss very quickly the opportunity to get up and walk around and see each other's work. So Tom and I decided to make our own virtual walk around, and we also started a studio Instagram feed that's sort of showing off how amazing the first year work is.
It's amazing how adaptive the students have been. They've really put their head down and got into it and used the resources they've got at hand. And I've never seen so many beautiful projects made with rubbish.
Studying online, I think it's really new to a lot of us. Even though we aren't able to get into class physically, at least we still have the opportunity to learn online and grow our skills. Like before I started design, I really could not draw. So those two up there on the wall is like a pretty good achievement for me, especially learning online.
Going from school to something that's 100% online did take a little bit of getting used to at the beginning, but the tutors and teachers, they were very helpful through emails and through the forum to help us figure that out.
Due to COVID-19, I had to fly back to my home country, and my teachers were very open to any challenges that we might face. They were all very understanding of how stressful it was for me because I was far away from my family.
Sometimes I was afraid that my tutor would think I was asking some silly questions, but they have always answered my question patiently and always give me confidence and encourage me.
I needed help a lot of times, and my teachers have been wonderful. They've been so helpful. So yeah.
This year we saw students make wrap-up models, but then continue to make models long after the class had finished, and the work that came out of it was just so creative and so exciting and really free in a way that I'm not sure we've ever been able to replicate in the studio before.
Surprisingly, it wasn't that hard to make friends. I've been able to make friends through Zoom and on Facebook group chats.
A lot of the time we really encourage students to work larger scale. For some students that was challenging because they're dealing with really small spaces, but so much good drawing comes out of having to be challenged by the environment around you. So So it only ended up in a stronger process and stronger outcomes for students, I think.
Students can watch the videos prior to coming to class and they're prepared before their tutorial. They can replay, pause the videos, they can look up artists that we might reference or designers. They can get through the content at their own time and pace.
Removing, I guess, some of the nerves and the stress of that first semester. If people can ask questions, in chat, or they don't have to have their camera on necessarily, it can help build up a little bit of confidence before, they're thrust into the physical space of the studio where people perhaps feel that sort of being scrutinised.
The most surprising and exciting and rewarding aspect for me is to see how actually collaborative design has become an exercise in collaborative design. I've been teaching for 20 years and I've never seen everyone kind of rally together in the way that they have to make sure that we're working collectively to deliver the best program that we can.
We're all kind of alone together and there's something that connects us all through that. So it's actually been a really heartening experience.
The biggest surprise for me going online has been how adaptable you are and how you actually make yourself comfortable in a special and uncertain situation.
I've also been surprised by how much I've learned this semester. I've learned a really significant amount. I really didn't expect that to be possible because everything was online.
The most exciting part is looking back at how much has changed from week 1 to week 12 in terms of specific things about our work and our skills, I guess.
When you finish university, you have to leave the workshops and you have to find out for yourself how to continue having a sustainable practice. So I think they'll be really well placed to actually just be independent artists right from the get-go, straight away in first year.
I feel really confident our first year cohort this semester is developing a whole lot of strategies and communication skills for digital collaboration, and that's something that we all need to do.